gon' lose with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that. I ain't like it. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Cincinnati Bengals. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Number 38, the ball.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
4-yard gain.
That one goes for 24 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on 1st down. Church. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
He was brought down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10.
At about the 32.
Off of play action, he'll look to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They run the counter. Logan. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that. And no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this. Because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you should get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Titans.
On first down, Church. And he stopped immediately there.
Number 38.
And a tackle there by Quan Alexander.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Looking deep downfield. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll run on first down. It's Logan, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 55's my guy. 55. Come on, baby.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Logan. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position. It's who you put there and their result.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Burrow will throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
On first down, Church. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Here's Kaepernick to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part and got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now it's Burrow. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and it'll be Titan football.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Kaepernick. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
On the option, it'll be Kaepernick. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a 1st down.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head, his head coach and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now Kaepernick. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
84.
Corey Davis, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Boyd on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right there.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And he rifles one incomplete. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Burrow. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Number 12.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
On 2nd down, Church. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Kaepernick. And that will be incomplete.
The one with the dive look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a 2nd quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a 2nd one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the 2nd.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. To throw, it's Kaepernick. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
At the Bengals' 20-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Kaepernick going to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jonnu Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together, could get into field goal.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Watch the pass. Right there.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Hey, watch that.
First down. Here's Burrow. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he's got this down to the 35. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Come on now, come on now. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey,
Watch the slant. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. It's our field.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Down, Tennessee.
So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Titans 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 30, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith.
Down
83 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Bengals 35, Titans 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On second down, here's Burrow. Now they go screen. It's complete. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check three, check three, check three.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
They'll run on first down. Church And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from the 20. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Well, that is vintage Colin Kaepernick right there, Charles. What a run.
He's definitely one of the best we've seen in the last decade or so in the NFL, and I would say probably even more than that. When he gets loose, there's almost no way to stop him, and he takes that one all the way to the end zone.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score, Bengals 35, Titans 28.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Boyd on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And caught by Cameron right side. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On second down now. It's Logan. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Get him! Get him! Get him! 51, Mike! Mike 51! 51 to Mike!
3rd and 2. Now Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for it.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
86.
A big play that time for the Titans. 43 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. On the carry, it's Logan. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Burrow looking to pass. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
On 1st down, Church. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So with a big gainer anyways, they'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Second.
So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Titans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Kaepernick now to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
Touchdown.
25 yards for the touchdown. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Well, for a play that didn't look like much at the snap, that jet sweep turned into a big play in a hurry.
And how about how they ran the play? Because they obviously caught the defense out of position and not expecting that one, and that turned into a nice chunk of yardage. But how about the execution? On the handoff, most of the times we see on the jet sweep, they punch it forward so that if it falls to the ground, it's just an incomplete pass. Here, you got to execute it well, otherwise it's a fumble.
Yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Mike 51, Mike 51. 19 target. Check out
now it's Burrow. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Here's Burrow. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Logan. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Burrow will throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Kaepernick now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And the Titans first down.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Where's 52? Where's 52? 52's the line.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Here we go.
To throw, Kaepernick. And now here is another interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At their 48-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
3-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt.
Soon on the return, the Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's a gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Geno Atkins in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. To throw, Kaepernick. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Burrow. It's caught. Cameron, left side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Logan. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. Here we go with Burrow. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the...
There he goes, right side. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The Titans go victory formation down to a knee.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the fourth quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee.
Today's final score, Titans.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Titans, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.